Hey, welcome to the Soft Love Witch Coven. I'm going to do this without lighting today, so you'll just have to bear with. I still look gorgeous, you'll notice. Anyway, so now, hands up who is a huge fan of Neville Goddard. That'd be me. And if you found my channel, you probably are a Neville Goddard fan already. You're certainly a manifestation fan. So if you haven't read any Neville Goddard, there is no point watching this video any further. Well, that's not true, but what I would like you to do, pause the video and start reading Neville. And by reading, you can listen to his lectures, you can listen to his audio book, you can sit down with your Kindle, you can borrow the book from the library. I don't care. To me, it's all reading, but I feel like, I believe that you are missing out on some of the best manifestation wisdom ever so far, if you do not imbibe Neville's stuff. Honestly, it, you know, I hate the word serious, but if you are serious about manifestation, like if you truly want to fucking manifest shit, whatever that is, like massive shit or a free coffee or feeling peaceful day to day, then you need to be reading Neville. Now, can you manifest without Neville? Shit, yeah. I did for years, right? Other people have, but once I started taking on board Neville's stuff, shit got real. Whatever. Just ignore some of the semantics of these, the hyperbole that I say, but whatever. Anyway, so Neville has a number of works, and most of them, all of them are quite short, they're quite succinct, right? They are written in a style which is a little more formal, a little antiquated than what we might read today. That doesn't make it any less conceivable or any less valuable. I offer you the intention that you will read the stuff, understand it, absorb it, and it will change your fucking life. On that, I forgot to do my little intro in that this video and all of my videos, I have the very strong intention that it will transform you for your best and positive, highest good, whatever that means to you. It doesn't matter to me what it is. And it will automatically do that just by you watching, listening to the video. You don't even have to fully grasp everything I'm saying. Just know that this is all happening on a subconscious level for you anyway, pretty much like hypnosis or a good spell, because I am a witch after all. Neville is considered the bee's knees when it comes to law of assumption. Rightly so, right? He does impart some really good knowledge. Now, do I believe this knowledge is accessible to every single person in the world without reading Neville? Yes, because we all have this wisdom within us, 100%, not a skerrick of doubt in my mind, so you can access that information in whatever way you want to. Now, path of least resistance, easiest way to access that wisdom might be to read the book, right? So just don't fight it. Now, when I say read Neville, I don't even know if read is the right word, to be honest. I don't think it's, I want to encourage you to not just read it, skim through it, or read it and be like, yep, cool, and pop that away. To me, Neville needs to be lived. His wisdom needs to be lived. It's a way of living, right? So I really like reading a couple of pages a day and really absorbing what I've read and applying it to my life. It's a practice. It's not a bunch of words. It's a way of living. It's a practice. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, man. It's the vibe. It's Marbo, that's such an outdated reference, such an Australian outdated reference. Nonetheless, in the way that Christians might refer to the Bible as their guidance, this is what you can do with Neville Goddard. And coincidentally, Neville has really interpreted the Bible for us in the way of manifestation. That being said, I've given you my lecture. I hope you've listened to me, and I'm going to do your homework and read some Neville. Not just read it, absorb it, right? Okay? But I do want to read out a few of my favorite paragraphs for you. To me, I read these paragraphs and I'm like, there it is. There it is. Like, these paragraphs just really sum it up for me. Not sum up the whole concept, but they really land a particular part of a concept for me that are game changers. And honestly, if you're ready for a game changer, and you are, because you are watching this video, then it's exciting. You've come to the right place, and you should celebrate that, because you're just about to switch things up. Right, so she loves to natter, doesn't she? So this is a favorite paragraph of mine. I have many, but this is one of them, right? I just think it sums it up, right? Anyway, I'll shut up now. To dissolve a problem that now seems so real to you, all that you do is remove your attention from it. In spite of its seeming reality, turn from it in consciousness, become indifferent, and begin to feel yourself to be that which would be the solution of the problem. So right there in the paragraph. Now, does it sound familiar? Yes, sounds a lot like my concept of spotlight of awareness, right? If you haven't watched that video, watch my spotlight of awareness video. Essentially, this paragraph is saying, yeah, you've got a shitty situation. So what? Ignore it. Become indifferent about it. I don't care how real it seems. I don't care how in the thick of the shit you are. And you might be, right? It might be a seemingly dire, terrible situation. Birds. You might have lost your job. You might have got that ill health diagnosis. Yeah, it's a shit situation, right? So what? It seems really real to you, doesn't it? Okay. Do you want to do something different? Do you want to do things a different way? Let's do it. Remove your attention from it. Sounds simple. What if it is simple? What if we don't have to complicate it? What if it is really just as simple as removing your attention from that situation? And you know what? Do what it fucking takes to remove your attention, to change your spotlight of awareness to something else. Put on, back-to-back episodes of The Simpsons or whatever, if that's going to remove your awareness from the situation. Now, that's the first step, right? Shitty situation, seems fucking real, seems really, really real. And it might be difficult to do in the moment. It might not, now that we are changing your brain chemistry. But in that really shitty moment, I want you to think of me and I want you to remember me saying, this seems real, but it might not be real, right? And when I say not real, I mean your life is an illusion. everything's an illusion. So this shitty situation is still part of the illusion. So what if we take our attention away from it at this point in time? And then Neville says, become indifferent, right? So we've taken our spotlight of awareness off of this situation and we're becoming a little indifferent to it. And we are neutralizing how we feel as best as we can. And then the next step is begin to feel yourself to be that which would be the solution of the problem. So what are we doing? Remembering this situation looks real, it might not be real. We are taking our spotlight of awareness off of the situation. We're becoming indifferent or neutral, whatever you like to say. I like to, I've discussed before how one of my values is peace at any given moment. So I might like to veer more towards as feeling as peaceful as I can rather than indifferent. To me, they're on the same kind of spectrum. So if you want to aim for indifference, that's beautiful. And then we become that which is the solution of the problem. So let's look at an example. You lost your job. Right. Fuck. Seems like a shitty situation. Now, okay, I've lost my job. I'm gonna remind myself that this situation might not be real. Situation is just, like, for me, I'm really comfortable with things being an illusion. And if you are new to the concept that everything is an illusion and you're not quite there yet, that's fine, right? Just remember soft love with the self. Just meet yourself where you're at and just be open with curiosity. You don't have to instantly reject or resist any kind of concept happening on here. You don't have to take it on like, oh, I must think that the world is an illusion. You just, we're just being in a frame of curiosity and open-mindedness and a what-ifness. So what if everything is an illusion? What if it's not super real that I've lost my job? Like, what if it's not as stressful as it looks, right? And then I'm going to bring my spotlight of awareness away from that situation. So I might like to bring it, oh, good. I don't have to finish working today. Normally I'd stay here until 5 o'clock, but I've lost my job so I can go home at lunchtime. And my spotlight of awareness might be on, wow, I've got a whole free afternoon to do essentially whatever the fuck I want. And I would keep bringing my spotlight of awareness back to that. Or whatever, like, to me, that's what I'm choosing would be feeling super good for me in that moment. You find whatever yours is, and it doesn't necessarily have to be good or peaceful or whatever. Even though we are aiming for indifference, I would find your most indifferent, neutral, peaceful, or joyous thing you can. But you might even just like to, or what might be in your remit in that moment might be, okay, I've lost my job, there's a lot of stress, but I'm going to take my spotlight of awareness away from the stress and I'm going to place it on the fact that I've had a lot of work experience, I have a lot of skills, I'm really good at these aspects of my job, I'm employable. There are other jobs in the world, right? And I want to encourage you to bring that spotlight of awareness to the things that feel less stressful for you. So don't bring your spotlight of awareness to a new stressful narrative of like, oh, no one's hiring at the moment. There's not many jobs out there. As an illusion, that's a limiting belief. Why bring your spotlight of awareness to that in this moment? Why not bring it to, I only need one job. There's only one of me. I only need one job, or 2 jobs if you like to be someone who works more than one job, whatever, right? It's still a very minuscule number compared to the amount of jobs that exist in the world, right? And I know this is sounding a little like toxic positivity, but it's not that, right? It's a shift in awareness. It's a shift of attention. We're not smothering shit on top. We're not making it super, super happy, happy, joy, joy when we're not feeling it. We are looking for what's the possibility and the curiosity within us, and we're shifting to that mentally, right? And you are here because you want to try something different. You're ready to up your game in manifestation, and this is what you need to do that, right? The old ways, we're not doing that anymore. It worked for us up until this point, and that's fine. No shame in what we've done, but now we're doing something different. Join me, right? So we're putting our spotlight of awareness on something else. We are neutralizing ourselves as much as we can. And then we become that of the solution. Now, you don't have to do this straight away. You might legitimately decide that what you want to do is mull over the stress for 24 hours. There are no rules, right? Like, it's your life. There have been moments when I've chosen to opt for that and been really conscious. This is what I'm doing. I am wallowing in self-pity for 24 hours. I don't care. This is my choice. And then after the 24 hours is up, I'm like, yeah, right, I've had enough of that. But more and more often these days, as it becomes a practice, I don't feel the appeal. I don't see the appeal anymore. And I almost straight away realize, great, where can I put my spotlight of awareness? Anyway, that's your choice. It's a personal decision to become that of which is part of the solution, is the solution, means embodying the being that has the solution. And not necessarily that there's a problem to be fixed or solved, right? But you are being a new version of self that is approaching things differently. And what that might look like in this example is shifting into the person who feels very capable, very employable, very excited to use this as an opportunity to start a new business or work in a different career field or study, or what, you know, whatever is your desire. You are slipping into that version of self that is the solution, that is momentum focused, that is forward focused, that is based in the new iteration of that part of your life. So you might want to look at it like, I've got a choice here. Do I want to be the wallower? And like I said, yep, sure, okay. Sometimes I've chosen to be the wallower for 24 hours or whatever, or a month. Really would not appeal to me these days. But do I want to choose to be that version of me? Or do I want to choose to be the version of someone who is really good at coming up with solutions, really good at getting myself out of sticky situations? Or do I want to be the version of myself that is ready to really take this as an amazing opportunity and go tits deep into something really exciting, whatever that is? And you can choose, like, have a think. Which version do you want to be? Again, it's a personal choice. Which one do you want to be? And choose that and become that version. Live from, make decisions from that version, you know, update your resume from that version of self. You know, this is quite granular and quite specific to this example, but I'm hoping, or I'm not hoping, I know that that is helping to solidify this concept within you so you can really understand what Neville's trying to say here, at least my interpretation of what Neville's trying to say. And I'm confident that I'm on the money here. So again, I am genuinely interested in hearing your experience with Neville's teachings and how you apply this concept going forward. And it doesn't have to be this big, like, major deal, like losing your job or whatever. It could be as simple as, I don't know what I want for dinner, right? Spotlight of awareness. Become neutral. Become indifferent. And then become the version of the person. Like, really integrate that version of the person who knows exactly what they want for dinner, or doesn't need dinner, or gets invited out for dinner. So it's all taken care of, right? Let me know how you go. I really love hearing your experiences. Please share. And remember, we're part of the Soft Love Witch Coven. So please treat yourself with softness, with love, with soft love, and imbue that in everything that we do. Thanks for joining me.